They made you into sort of an Obi-Wan Kenobi in this film, sort of appearing in visions.
Yeah.
Council Bella. Was that a role you initially embraced, or did it take a while to warm up to?
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing I was afraid of. It's kind of, when they said it, because in the book it's just his voice warning her, but it would have been cheesy, I think, if it was just a voiceover. But I mean, to make it really right, it was really tough to play those things, because I mean, it's you're a figment of Bella's imagination. It's not playing Edward, and you're not a ghost. It's her, what her idea of him is. I mean, it's a kind of idealized version of what Edward would say. So I tried to play it as blank as possible, but it's like playing blank's really hard, and then also like it's kind of boring when you watch it back, so I had to fix everything in ADR afterwards. So
yeah, mostly he seems to say, "Don't go there."
I know, yeah.
Don't do that.
Very limited lines and those things as well.
It's kind of bossy.
I know, yeah. It's like, really, that's what you hope him to come back and say. It's like, stop. It's like, no, I'm gonna do it anyway.
You have several scenes in this movie where you're doing something in slow motion, whether it's walking or ripping off your shirt.
That wasn't slow motion. That was just, I was doing really slowly.
That was at regular speed.
Yeah, just like...
You wanted to stretch it out.
I was just tensing so hard, it's really difficult to move.
Wait for it, ladies. Does that ever get easy to watch?
No, it's always embarrassing. I mean, like, especially the walking in slow motion is, when you know it's going to be in slow motion. And when I watched that on playback, I was just like, yeah, and especially, you know, your hair always looks ridiculous in slow motion for some reason. There's always something that happens that's wrong with it. And also, that was a big walk as well, his initial walk, and when you know all it is just have a big spectacular entrance. And, oh man, that was kind of, yeah, it was embarrassing. At least the car was slightly more acceptable than the car in the first movie. I mean, if I was getting out of, you know, it was difficult to make that look cool. I shouldn't say that, geez, I'm gonna get attacked by Volvo and get sued.
You're gonna be working with your third director, David Slade, or you are.
Finished already.
Yeah. How challenging is it to go to do 3 different directors, 3 different movies?
I think it's good. I mean, I think the only thing that can happen about working with the same person, you either get lazy through familiarity, or, I mean, not necessarily, but, you know, there's definitely a fear of that, or you just end up hating each other, neither of which work particularly well. So, you know, it's quite nice. It feels like you're doing a different movie well, you are doing a different movie, but it feels like you're doing a completely different movie. Especially, I mean, since all 3 of the directors are almost polar opposites, I mean, in their personalities and the way they make movies and the way they saw the story. So it was kind of interesting.